Hello, my name is Gregtech82, and welcome back to our FTB interaction series. I am just making some infinity dust with the liquid nightmares we made. I don't even know how long ago we made the liquid nightmare. I couldn't even tell you how it was made. I've completely forgotten. I don't remember it being very difficult once we got to it. That's right. It was Grains of Infinity, and that's right. I do remember that. Yeah. So it was easy to get a whole bunch. And with that, I am just grabbing a whole bunch of Infinity Dust because we need that for the setup that we made last time. Someone also mentioned that I should enable the overclocking. Disable the overclocking at this point. It's not really needed, and until we get the generator built up, I was actually using a ton of power with this running and that running. So yeah, I just enabled it there, and I enabled it over here, just until we get our diesel gen built up. So there's the diesel. We're gonna need to put that in a diesel gen of some kind. Now eventually I do want, pretty sure this is kind of like an intended progression. It does make some decent power, at least for EV and IV tiers. After that, there is an LUV and ZPM diesel generator, so we'll switch those. But I think for at least EV and IV, I think we will do this diesel gen. I'm not sure if it. Let's see, is it? I don't think this one is. It's different than the one in Gregtech New Horizons, where I don't think you can feed it oxygen and get IV power out of it. I don't think that is a thing, but I don't know. We'll see. In the meantime, I think we'll craft up some turbo diesel generators. At this point, this is actually pretty easy to craft up now. It just requires a bit of stainless. But the one thing we need to do before we get to that point is I need to figure out what I want to do with these fluids. Do we want to save sulfuric gas is the question. Sulfuric gas. I could throw it in a gas turbine, which would probably be smartest, to be honest. Like, why would we just waste it when I could just craft up a gas turbine? It may not be running the full time, but yeah, this is relatively easy as well. It does require 2 nano circuits. But yeah, once I think getting plastics automated is probably my next big task here. And then with that, I think once I get that automated, we should be able to start progressing again through the tiers. All right, so maybe keep sulfuric gas. I think the question is, do we want to... Where am I? Sulfuric gas. Question is, do we want to desulfurize it? Would it be worth it to do that? I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that. It's one more process we have to put it through. And I don't know the specific, like if I do that, sulfuric, wait, yeah. Sulfuric gas. All right, so refinery gas is, and all right, so 1 millibucket gets you 160. What is 1 millibucket? See, it's much. It would be this divided by 32, wouldn't it? Because if 32 gets you 800, what does 1 millibucket get? Alright, 25. So I get 25 EU if I, for 1 millibucket of sulfuric gas, we add some hydrogen to it. We end up getting, what did I say? 160. So that's a pretty decent increase. All right, let me think about this for a second here. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, no, that's all set up. That's good. Naphtha and yeah, I'm just probably going to, at this point, I really want, fortunately we can't get quantum tanks yet. I'll probably just do some portable tanks maybe and upgrade them. Yeah, let me figure out what we want to do, and I need to at least get, let me get a diesel generator built up here, and we can start at least powering that. We'll be back. Okay, I've done a bit of crafting here. I just needed some graphite for our ender fluid conduits for the fused quartz. Fused quartz, graphite, nether quartz with oxygen in the blast furnace. I can't remember if I've actually done that past. But I just need to craft up the pistons, which would be hopefully... right. Don't have the extruders on yet, just because I need so many different types of extruders. There might be a way to do this. There is actually... They're like Steve's something in here. That was Steve's factory manager. Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe it has a different name now, doesn't it? I was looking and I saw it earlier. Here. Machine inventory manager. What mod is that? Super factory manager. Alright, I was close. Yeah. So there is Super Factory Manager, which if you ever played with Steve's Factory Manager, I believe it is the 112 version of that. Don't quote me on that though. I have not actually used that version, but it may be able to pull out the gear, the shapes. I don't know. Maybe that's something to look into actually. Oh, I'm actually kind of curious. Sensor. Alright, not that difficult to make, but sensors are a bit annoying. Because then we would only really need... If it can pull these out and put them in, that would make not needing 87,000 extruders and not needing a ton of assembly machines. If that can do that. I don't know. We'll see. That is something to think about with the fluids, but... Also, it's just easier just to craft up a whole bunch of assembly machines with different fluids in them. Alright, there we go. Turbo diesel generator. Nice. Alright, also crafted up 3 portable tanks. Easy enough. And we got the harden and the reinforced. So both of these are easier. I didn't go with the signalum yet. Upgrade kit. I didn't go with this one yet because it requires cryothium. Probably when I get primal enriched eggs, I'll do that. But that needs Vintium, I think, doesn't it? Vitriol. So it needs something, doesn't it? Which we need Euclides or whatever. All right, but we can also, I think I may even look into finally getting some enchanting up, maybe. Today, and we can even enchant these with holding, but yeah, because the enchanting is buffed in this pack, I do know that. But alright, so how do we... I guess I'm just trying to plan ahead, because I do have some ideas of what I want in the future, and I think I'm probably going to store a lot of my fluids, like all this kind of stuff, underneath. I think. Kind of what I'm thinking. But we can do, actually, also, I just remembered, there is, I have one with sulfuric naphtha right here. Actually, empty that into there. So that's good. That empties up one of these. I really need to get my fluid sorted out because holy cow, is it getting crazy. Question is, do I want a space? We need a space. I might throw a space in there just for the time being because I may need to. I don't even really need to change that, actually. It works because it auto outputs. Actually, let's. Let me change the colors so keep them. Right. So that'll be green. I'll be brown. I'll be blue. I will keep them separate, but having different color, I just like that. Insert brown. All right, and then for refinery gas and one for diesel. Yes, is blue. All right, so that fills up that. Now we do have these. I'm just going to this all on. Like, oh, I thought that was full for a second, but it's it's not. All right, so that holds 180 buckets. I feel like that's almost like nothing without holding on them. I think we're definitely gonna have to get holding built today. All right, so I guess the easiest way would probably just to be do this. Is that what I want? Yeah, and I think I may go underneath. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Now, I may. This one doesn't have anything, and in this distillation process, there are some that give carbon, but this one that we're doing does not. All right, I should probably go out. Wait, the one issue with having a round circular base is stuff like this. I have to kind of zigzag a bit. All right, how are we gonna come in here? We're turning into some spaghetti cabling here. I feel like that's pretty. That's not that crazy for Gregtech, to be honest. Spaghetti cables. Here, we'll do red. And we'll just kind of go under here. The easiest way would probably, well, no, there's no loss this way. Well, there's no loss on these cables either, is actually. We'll go 1, 2. Okay, I have just enough. I think we just have enough conduits. All right, what did I say? Red? Yeah. All right. Man, look at that. That was not intentional, but we just have the right amount. Okay, so that goes in there. Let's pour this back up again. I need to dig out a basement, I think. I wasn't really planning on doing a basement, but you kind of need to. Gregtech requires a basement. All right. Go. All right. right, so there, that is burning diesel. Now the cool thing about the diesel generators, it will not, if it's not running, it won't burn fuel like this. Well, that won't burn steam either. This will keep producing steam and it'll be voiding it, but yeah. That is producing, yeah, I have that at 100%. It's but this is why we're upgrading the base to deal with that. All right, so there is that. That shouldn't be, no, it's not running now. But now I can actually throw that in there. And that should be good. We shouldn't drop, we won't lose any power there. So this will run, and it looks like that is actually taking priority, which I kind of like, the steam. And then this is just kind of helping out. I do like that though. All right, well there we go. We can run this fully at HV finally. I could even add more diesel generators depending on how much diesel we are producing. We are producing more. Just depends on how fast we produce it. I mean, we get, oh, this actually doubles it. I didn't realize this process is actually doubling it. Didn't realize that. And ooh, this process is actually 5 times in it. I didn't realize that either, actually. So this is 5 times the amount of oil, and then so 10 times the amount of oil that we get is going into empowered oil. Yeah, this is way more efficient than the original setup I had. But I guess, should we pump that into a... I'm just trying to debate if I really want to mess around with that. I don't think I'm gonna... I think I'm just gonna pump that directly into a thing and just call it a day. Yeah, I think we'll do that. All right, let me craft up a gas turbine and we'll be back. I think let's try to get into, let's get into some enchanting as well, I think. Today. I think I want to do that. All right, there is the gas turbo. This and made a little, yeah, there's that. It's not running obviously at the moment. Oh man, I can't get out of here. There we go. It's not running at the moment because we don't need it to run at the moment. I rearranged this a little bit. So these are actually all connected, but they have different channels, so they won't interconnect. But I have the extract, like about to say export, no, extract right there. So it just looks a bit cleaner than I thought I was gonna have to go up the side, and it just looks a bit funny. But all right, so there we go. It's not running, which is perfect. I don't need it to run permanently. It'll just run as we need it. But all right, there we go. We just kind of like tripled our, well, that doesn't run at 100%. When it's trying to produce 512, this doesn't keep up with it. So yeah, we probably like tripled at least our power gen there. All right, so that makes things much better moving forward. But I think we do a little bit of enchanting. I don't know what I want to do. I was like, oh yeah, we'll do some enchanting, but I don't know. I know I can enchant these with holding. I really kind of want to... Eventually, they'll be replaced. So I don't know if I want to spend a whole ton of time on enchants. I know people have mentioned a few times to do some enchanting on gear and stuff, but I don't know. Let me think about it really quick. All right, so I've been kind of working on figuring out what I want to do next, and I think a lot of it is I've already done before. Just need to spend quite some time just kind of getting everything sorted out with multiple assembly machines. It does make it a bit easier now that we have a power... our power gen is much better. I do want to get this... I'm working on getting this hooked up. We have enough? We do. Cool. We do have enough to get this, our blast furnace hooked up finally. I'm going to start working towards the diesel engine. We can do most of this. We've done titanium. We can get tungsten steel even, I think. Can't we? All right. I'm not going to look into that too much, but that is something to work towards, I think. Yeah. Don't think... Okay, so... Oh, fusion coil block. I don't know what that entails. Yeah, alright. So that is gated pretty heavily. So yeah, I think diesel engine is going to be a valid power to use our Ollie fuel that we're going to be producing. Quantum assembly we can't do yet. That is another thing I need to start working towards. So I have quite a bit. Fortunately, I just don't have a ton of time always to get a lot of this done. I am getting the base cleaned up as I go here, though. But I guess the main thing I think I'm going to start working towards... I think we should just start kind of working towards this. Because this is the next big thing in progression, and there are quite a few things from Euclides or whatever that will help a lot. Again, with the chicken, that'll just help us get a lot of some good other chickens that we can work towards. But I'm not gonna look into that too much right now, but yeah, so I think that's kind of where I want to go. Now, I also... Oh, man. I feel like I just don't have enough time to work on this base. I keep saying that, but it is kind of true. But it's definitely looking better. For sure. I think. Maybe not. Maybe everyone disagrees. Your base still looks like crap. A lot of the magic stuff is kind of just thrown all about. But we're getting organized with the Gregtech stuff at least. Alright, but I do want to get this finally hooked up. Bit awkward. It'd probably be easier for me to go underneath with the lossless cables, to be honest, than these at the moment, but these aren't horribly difficult to craft up. Alright, so there is that. That finally gets that. So I need to get our stainless steel recipe thrown in there, and then let's take a look. Alright, we'll do stainless. Actually, don't need to. I can just manually put it in there. I don't have a thing for... I don't have dust. Alright, let's just do that. There we go. That was easy enough. Yeah. So we'll throw that in there. Oh, I need to... Where did I put the conduits? Ew. So we'll do extract, insert. All right, cool. So that will be that. I don't have a interface terminal yet. I need to get an interface terminal. That's another thing I need to get, interface terminal. Man, it's like never ending. I feel like every time I build something, I need 87,000 more things. Alright, so stainless steel, that should... Let's just make sure that everything is working. So that should... Yeah, there we go. That's turned on. Cool. I could even... No. I was like, should we upgrade that? Should we upgrade that to EV? I don't know. That would be... Let's not get crazy here. we're producing half an amp of EV, so I would be kind of back in the same situation if I upgraded this to EV with a transformer. Although I could make an EV battery buffer. I don't know if I can actually make. I think Lapatrons aren't Lapatron. Oh, that's IV. What's the EV one? EV. Here, Lapatron Crystal. I think that's this is the next, yeah. No, I don't think I want to do that quite yet. I'd rather get the diesel engine and then upgrade. All right, we'll do that. But, all right, so that worked. That's cool. I'll get some other things put in there. But I think we need to, yeah. I think we want, the main thing we're working towards next is this thing. So I think as I'm doing other stuff like automating, I do need a compressor. I was working on that. I haven't done that yet. And I need to get the casings automated. So much to do. Oh my goodness. Alright, that, and then I needed 2 pistons. I do know that. We still have a couple things here. We'll just do that. I don't even have steel automated. Jeez. I could do it with the... I have an arc... No, that's a plasma arc furnace. It's not going to work on that. I really just need to spend about 12 hours upgrading everything in my base. Get rid of all the LV machines. Get everything hooked up to AE system. Because I'm kind of so manual right now, and I don't really mind it, but it would just make things much, much easier moving forward. But all right, while that is crafting up, this is the next thing we need. So we need a fusion crafting core, and in this pack, the chaotic fusion and crafting injectors are the only ones that are available, and you can actually craft them without the Chaos Dragon, which is a bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. But that is a thing in this pack. I'm crafting up a compressor, by the way, because I need the plates for these. I want to get these crafted up so I can get rid of all these chests. That is why I'm doing that. But yeah, so we need to craft up these. Now, we did find one draconic core. They are... I'm just trying to... I could do more dungeon, but we would need... For this, we need... Oh man, we need 12 injectors. I would need to find 12 draconic core. I feel like that would take forever. So realistically, we would be having to craft these up. We can do those. Yes, tungsten carbide is just tungsten and carbon. And that's not too bad. I'm just trying to figure out what the heck we even do first here. Man, we can craft this up, actually. I can just do... Is that worth it? I'm like, is this what I should be using the one draconic core I have? I didn't even think about the draconic energy orb, actually. Alright, I don't think... I'm not seeing anything that we could be using that for. Alright, so yeah, we will do that. I'm even short... Oh my goodness! I'm short on lapis as well. Holy cow. I need to get all this done. There is just so much. So much to do. So little time. Alright, so as I am playing here, I'm just trying to get everything organized or automated that I can. And as I'm doing this, I'm realizing that I am the biggest issue really is not having the right fluids in the machine. So I'm doing it like all manually with tanks and all sorts of stuff, which is such a pain. And I know there's multiple ways to do it. I think volumetric flasks is even a thing. I could do recipes with those. So that is something, but I really just prefer, like I said a few times, an assembly machine per fluid. I just find that easier. I will just produce that fluid and it'll just automatically fill us up. And in order to do that, there's a lot of needs. Like this mixer, I need one with water in it. I need one with different one. A lot of these recipes have they've been changed to require assemblers with lots of different fluids. So that is kind of what I'm running into. We got destabilized redstone, we got energized glowstone, look at this unstable mana, gelic rhyothium polyethylene. I could go on and on. And it is just, we got liquid starlight there. And look at this 1700 pages. There we go. Another one, mineral resin. We got polytetrafluoroethylene. So, yeah. I don't really want to mess with volumetric flasks. I think having just a separate machine for each, and that way we can spread it. We spread out all the recipes too, because the way I have this set up is I really only have 2 places for interfaces, so that's a bit of an issue as well, unless we actually spread them out more, which we can do. But as I'm talking here, I should be doing this. Cable. I needed like 20 more cables, yes. And again, there we go. We put it in there, but I don't have the right fluids in there, but there we go. So that is just very, very time consuming, and it's making it a bit difficult to do what I want here. So I think in order to do that, we're going to need, one of the big ones is the assembly machines, which, as we know, need robot arms, which are not super easy. So I need to get epoxy. I need to get my plastics automated. So I think we are going to, I think I need to do that next, I think. What I was going for. The polarizer. As I got distracted. Now, again, that's probably in there without the right fluid. Yep. That is Teflon, that one. And I'm sure there is other ways to go about doing this, but I just have a certain way I like to do it. And yeah, I think that's what we'll do next. And then before I start getting into some craziness here, and I mean, some of these recipes, yeah. And I need Terra Agglomerination Plate. Look, Unstable Mana, there's another one. Raw Debadai. Yeah, there is so much stuff that need to do. And I need to get... oh, I did, as I'm talking. I needed 10, right? Yeah. The other issue is my my A system is pretty bad with the way I have it so far, so I can only attach like 8 machines to this, but now I am getting a little bit better here. Don't want to break that. I like seeing the cables, so yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna work on. And like I said, I've done these plastics already, so I don't think I'm going to show a lot of that. Oh, I hate when those aren't a full block. Yeah. I think we'll do actually this. But yeah, this is just this is quite time consuming actually. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to wrap up here. I didn't get a whole lot done this episode. Fortunately, real life kind of got in the way, and I just haven't had a bunch of time today, so I've had to talking. I am again getting screwed up. I'm like, what is happening here? That's not. Ah, I was like, that is weird, right? Well, I don't technically need this anymore if we have a thing over here. All right. Yeah, so that will go in there. That will go in there. Yeah. All right. It's starting to make a bit of sense here. There we go. We got that. We got that. Let me just do thing for this. I also want to get all my gems and stuff like diamonds, lapis. I need to get that all sifted automatically. I don't want to have to keep doing that manually. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to do that before I get too ahead of myself. But all right, there we go. So that is that. Just double check that works, and then really need another one, but working. Did I forget to do? Oh, I should probably hook it up to power. That would probably help. All right, there we go. So that did work. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on getting everything automated. I have some ideas for all the fluids. I think I want to have a central kind of base, essential area for all the different fluids that we're going to keep stored. And then we will send those out to the different machines. But anyway, unfortunately, like I said, didn't get a whole lot done this episode. Life kind of got in the way today. But thanks for watching, and have a good one.